Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to a special journey of discovery. This is Tapas and Lemonade, and today, our hearts and minds are set on an exploration of the enchanting realms of Latin American traditions, a rich tapestry of indigenous spirituality that echoes through the ages. From the mystical peaks of the Andes to the sun-kissed expanses of the Amazon rainforest, Latin America is not just a geographic wonder, it's a mosaic of diverse cultures, each weaving its unique spiritual story into the fabric of existence. Today, we embark on a sacred quest, delving into the ancient roots of the Aztec, Inca, Maya, and Mapuche civilizations. We'll uncover the histories, beliefs, and practices that have shaped the spiritual identity of these incredible communities. As we traverse these sacred landscapes, we're not just observers, we're seekers of wisdom, bearers of curiosity, and witnesses to the profound connections between humanity and the divine. The stories we unravel are not just historical, they're living, breathing expressions of resilience, reverence, and ancient truths. So, whether you're a seasoned explorer of cultures or someone taking your first steps into this mystical terrain, I invite you to join me on this virtual pilgrimage. Together, let's celebrate the diversity, the magic, and the enduring spirit of Latin American traditions, a rich tapestry of indigenous spirituality. Our voyage begins with the origins of the Aztec Civilization. Imagine, if you will, a time when the sun rose over the vast expanses of what we now know as Mexico. It was in this fertile Mesoamerican region that the seeds of the Aztec culture were sown. Aztec was a civilization that thrived on the delicate balance between military might, religious fervor, and a commitment to excellence in arts and sciences. The Aztecs were architects of not just stone and mortar but also of a cultural legacy that endures. The Aztecs believed that their world, and indeed the universe, was in a perpetual state of flux. Life and death, creation and destruction, these were the eternal cycles that mirrored the movements of the cosmos. The rituals and ceremonies of the Aztecs were intricately tied to maintaining this cosmic balance. Now, let's address a topic that often shrouds Aztec spirituality in controversy: the role of human sacrifice. In Aztec religious practices, sacrifice was a solemn and sacred act, seen as necessary for appeasing the gods and ensuring the continuity of life. But it wasn't a haphazard act of brutality, it held profound symbolic significance. At the heart of Aztec religious life stood the Templo Mayor, a colossal structure that wasn't just a pyramid, it was a cosmic axis connecting the heavens and the earthly realm. It was here, in the pulsating heart of Tenochtitlan, that the Aztecs conducted their most elaborate and sacred ceremonies. The priests are the spiritual custodians of Aztec society. These individuals, highly revered and deeply knowledgeable, played a pivotal role in conducting rituals, interpreting omens, and maintaining the delicate balance between the human and divine realms. Equally fascinating was the Aztec calendar, a complex and sophisticated system that governed the timing and organization of rituals. The calendar, intertwined with celestial cycles and religious significance, guided the Aztecs in aligning their ceremonies with cosmic forces. The Aztec civilization, as it is commonly known, existed between the 14th and 16th centuries in Mesoamerica, and its traditional beliefs and rituals largely came to an end with the Spanish conquest in the early 16th century. However, it's important to note that some aspects of Aztec culture, including certain beliefs and rituals, have persisted in various forms among modern-day indigenous communities in Mexico. The contemporary indigenous peoples in Mexico, such as the Nahua, often maintain a connection to their cultural and spiritual heritage. Moving on, let us embark on a captivating journey into the heart of the Inca Civilization, a civilization that rose to breathtaking heights among the peaks of the Andes. Our story begins in the Andean highlands, where the Inca Civilization emerged around the 13th century. Legend has it that Manco Capac, the first Inca ruler, rose from Lake Titicaca, chosen by the sun god Inti to lead a people to greatness. Thus, the foundation of the Inca Empire was laid. At its core were profound spiritual beliefs that shaped every facet of Inca life. The Inca worshipped an array of deities, and at the apex was Inti, the sun god, a symbol of life, warmth, and prosperity. Inti, the sun god, held a central and revered position in the pantheon of Inca deities. The worship of Inti was a cornerstone of Inca spirituality, and the sun itself was considered a powerful and benevolent force that sustained life, fertility, and prosperity. The most significant celebration dedicated to Inti was the Inti Raymi, or the Festival of the Sun. Held annually during the winter solstice, this grand ceremony took place in the Inca capital of Cusco and involved elaborate rituals, processions, and offerings to honor Inti and seek his blessings for the upcoming year. To gain insight into the spiritual practices of the Inca, one must gaze upon the breathtaking ruins of Machu Picchu. It wasn't just a city, it was a sanctuary, a cosmic center where the earthly and divine met. The Intihuatana stone, or the hitching post of the sun, stands as a testament to their advanced astronomical knowledge. Pachamama, or Mother Earth, was another prominent deity, particularly among the Quechua and Aymara people of South America. Pachamama holds a vital place in the spiritual beliefs and practices of these communities, embodying the concept of a nurturing and life-sustaining earth goddess. Pachamama is closely linked to the cycles of nature, including the changing seasons. Indigenous peoples recognize the interconnectedness of environmental phenomena and view Pachamama as the orchestrator of these cycles, influencing weather patterns, rainfall, and the fertility of the soil. Koa, or ceremonial earth mounds, are created as offerings to Pachamama. These mounds, made from a mixture of soil, plants, and ritual items, are constructed in sacred places and symbolize the reciprocity between humans and the earth. Mountains, regarded as sacred entities, were believed to be inhabited by spirits known as Apus. These mountain deities were considered protectors of the land and were honored with rituals and offerings. Given the importance of agriculture in sustaining the population, the Inca conducted various rituals to ensure bountiful harvests. These ceremonies often involved offerings, dances, and prayers to appease agricultural deities. The Inca sought guidance from the spiritual realm through divination practices. Oracle sites, such as the Oracle of Pachacamac, were consulted by priests to interpret omens and make decisions for the empire. In contemporary times, the spiritual practices of modern descendants of the Inca are diverse and can vary among different indigenous communities. The preservation of Inca spiritual practices has faced challenges due to historical disruptions, colonization, and the introduction of Christianity. However, some elements of Inca spirituality have endured and continue to be practiced by indigenous communities in the Andean regions of South America. Certain sacred sites, such as mountain peaks and natural landmarks, continue to be regarded as places of spiritual significance. Pilgrimages to these locations for ceremonies and rituals are carried out by some communities. Some indigenous communities maintain shamanic practices, with spiritual leaders known as shamans or curanderos. These individuals often act as intermediaries between the spiritual and physical realms, conducting ceremonies for healing, divination, and spiritual guidance. In many cases, Inca spiritual practices have undergone syncretism with Catholicism. Traditional rituals and ceremonies have been adapted into Christian contexts, allowing for the continuation of cultural practices while incorporating elements of the dominant religious tradition. It's important to note that the degree to which Inca spiritual practices have been preserved and adapted can vary among different communities. And now, it's time to proceed to our next extraordinary journey and explore the fascinating world of the Maya civilization. The Maya civilization, with its intricate cities, advanced knowledge, and rich cultural tapestry, emerged in the lush landscapes of Mesoamerica. From towering pyramids to elaborate hieroglyphs, the Maya left an indelible mark on history. Spanning over 1,000 years, from roughly 2000 BCE to 1500 CE, the Maya civilization flourished in the tropical lowlands of present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. They weren't just builders of grand cities, they were astronomers, mathematicians, artists, and keepers of a profound cultural heritage. The ancient Maya civilization left a remarkable legacy in the form of monumental cities, each with unique architectural features, religious structures, and a rich cultural heritage. Three of the most notable ancient Maya cities are Tikal, Calakmul, and Palenque. Tikal was a major political and cultural center during the Classic period, 200 to 900 CE. It played a crucial role in the Maya lowlands, with grandiose temples and palaces reflecting the city's prominence. Calakmul was a powerful political and economic rival to Tikal during the Classic period. It was a major center of the Khan Kingdom and controlled an extensive territory. Palenque was a cultural and artistic hub during the Classic period. It is renowned for its intricately carved stele, detailed architecture, and the well-preserved tomb of Pakal the Great. These cities flourished during the Classic period and made significant contributions to Maya art, science, and culture. Today, they stand as archaeological wonders, drawing visitors and researchers eager to unravel the mysteries of the ancient Maya civilization. The Maya civilization had a complex and multifaceted pantheon of deities, reflecting the rich and diverse religious beliefs of this Mesoamerican culture. The Maya worshipped a multitude of gods and goddesses, each associated with various aspects of nature, the cosmos, and daily life. Itzamna is often considered the supreme deity in the Maya pantheon. He is associated with the sky, creation, and wisdom. Itzamna is sometimes depicted with various attributes, including a serpent headdress or a celestial bird on his head. As a creator god, Itzamna played a crucial role in shaping the cosmos and establishing order in the world. Kukulkan was a feathered serpent deity associated with wisdom, fertility, and the wind. Kukulkan played a prominent role in Maya religious beliefs and was often depicted in art and architecture. Ixchel, the moon goddess, was associated with fertility, childbirth, and weaving. She was often depicted holding a serpent and a rabbit, symbols of fertility. Ixchel was also linked to the cycles of the moon. Apuk was the god of death and the ruler of the underworld, known as Xibalba. Often depicted as a skeletal figure or a decomposing corpse, Apuk was both feared and revered for his role in the afterlife. These and other deities were worshipped through various rituals, ceremonies, and offerings conducted by priests and shamans. Maya religious practices also involved the use of sacred spaces, such as temples and ball courts, where rituals, ceremonies, and performances took place to honor and appease the gods. Let's delve into Maya cosmology. The Maya believed in a multi-layered cosmos, where the heavens, the earthly realm, and the underworld were interconnected. The famous Maya calendar, with its intricate cycles, guided not just daily life but also religious ceremonies and rituals. Maya calendar is a complex system that combines different cycles to mark time and organize various aspects of Maya life, including religious ceremonies, agricultural activities, and societal events. The two primary calendars used by the Maya are the Tzolk'in and the Hab. Maya cosmological symbols were not only a means of tracking time, but also a way of expressing the interconnectedness of the natural and supernatural worlds. These symbols were embedded in the fabric of Maya life, influencing rituals, ceremonies, and the organization of their society. The Maya's sophisticated understanding of time and cosmology is a testament to their advanced intellectual and cultural achievements. Modern Maya rituals and celebrations are diverse and vary among different Maya communities, reflecting a combination of traditional indigenous practices, syncretism with Catholicism introduced during the colonial period, and contemporary influences. While practices can differ across regions and communities, some common elements persist. Celebrated around the same time as the Christian All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, Hanal Pishan is a Maya version of the Day of the Dead. It means food for the souls in Mayan language. Families create altars to honor deceased loved ones, featuring offerings of food, candles, and photographs. Many Maya communities blend indigenous rituals with Catholic feast days. For example, the Feast of San Juan is often associated with traditional agricultural ceremonies and water rituals. Cofradías are religious brotherhoods or fraternities that blend Catholicism with indigenous beliefs. They play a role in organizing religious festivities, processions, and maintaining religious artifacts. Celebrations marking the birth of a child often involve rituals, blessings, and the presentation of the newborn to family and community members. Given the cultural significance of maize, festivals centered around corn are common. These celebrations honor the vital role of corn in Maya history, agriculture, and spirituality. Shamans or traditional healers may perform rituals for physical and spiritual healing, often involving the use of medicinal plants, prayers, and energy cleansing. Modern Maya rituals and celebrations are dynamic, adapting to contemporary circumstances while retaining deep-rooted connections to ancestral traditions. The blend of indigenous practices with elements of Catholicism and modern influences underscores the resilience and adaptability of Maya culture. And our last, but not the least, part of today's journey is the rich heritage of the Mapuche people, a vibrant indigenous community with a profound history and enduring cultural traditions. The Mapuche, whose name means people of the land, are indigenous inhabitants of South America, primarily concentrated in present-day Chile and Argentina. Their story is one of resilience, spirituality, and a deep connection to the natural world. The Mapuche's origins are rooted in the fertile lands of the Andean and Patagonian regions, where their ancestors established rich cultural practices dating back centuries. The early ancestors of the Mapuche were likely nomadic hunter-gatherers who traversed the diverse ecosystems of the Andean and Patagonian regions. This lifestyle allowed them to adapt to the varying climates and resources of the different landscapes. The Mapuche's ability to thrive in diverse environments, ranging from the mountainous Andean terrain to the expansive plains of Patagonia, demonstrates their resilience and adaptability. They developed a deep understanding of the natural resources and ecosystems in these regions. Over time, as the Mapuche transitioned from a nomadic lifestyle to settled agricultural communities, they adapted their practices to cultivate the fertile soils of the region. Maize, potatoes, and other crops became staples in their diet. The Mapuche's historical resistance to external pressures, including Inca and Spanish invasions, was influenced by their knowledge of the rugged terrains and their ability to navigate and defend their territories. The Mapuche people, with a rich cultural and spiritual heritage, traditionally worshipped different deities that reflected their deep connection to nature, the cosmos, and the spiritual forces believed to govern their existence. The Mapuche mythology is rich with stories that explain the origins of the world, the forces of nature, and the roles of their deities. While the Mapuche pantheon includes various gods and spirits, some prominent figures stand out in their mythology. Njenikin is often considered the supreme deity in Mapuche mythology, associated with creation and the cosmic order. The legend of Njenikin involves the divine force creating the universe, including the earth, sky, and all living beings. Njenikin represents the divine essence that sustains life and maintains balance in the cosmos. Untu is the god of the sun, symbolizing light, warmth, and vitality in Mapuche cosmology. The legend of Untu often involves the god's journey across the sky, providing light to the world. Rituals and ceremonies dedicated to Untu seek blessings for agricultural abundance and the well-being of the Mapuche people. Kai Kai Vilu and Trentran Vilu are serpent deities associated with water and the cosmic balance. Legends tell of the sea serpents residing in the waters and their influence on natural phenomena. The balance between these deities is crucial to preventing chaos, floods, or droughts. Pilin represents ancestral spirits and serves as a mediator between the human world and the spiritual realm. The belief in Pilin being present in mountains reflects the Mapuche people's spiritual connection to the landscape and their understanding of sacred spaces. Mountains are often considered sacred spaces and seen as places where the earthly and spiritual realms intersect. Milalobo is a sea spirit, often depicted as a benevolent figure in Mapuche mythology. Legends of Mila Lobo involve the sea spirit's connection to marine life and its role in ensuring the abundance of fish. Ceremonies may be conducted to seek Mila Lobo's blessings for successful fishing. These legends contribute to the rich tapestry of Mapuche mythology, providing insights into their worldview, cultural values, and the intricate relationships between the spiritual and natural realms. In modern times, the Mapuche people continue to practice their spiritual and religious traditions, maintaining a deep connection to their ancestral beliefs while adapting to the challenges and changes brought about by contemporary society. Rukuan refers to Mapuche ceremonies that are conducted for various purposes, including spiritual healing, protection, and seeking guidance. Rukuan typically involve rituals performed by a machi, a traditional Mapuche healer and spiritual leader. Offerings, chants, and the use of sacred items are integral to these ceremonies. Njilitan is a major Mapuche ceremony that takes place during specific times of the year, often coinciding with seasonal changes and important agricultural events. Njilitan involves communal rituals, prayers, and offerings to honor deities, spirits, and ancestors. The ceremony seeks to establish harmony with nature, promote agricultural fertility, and maintain balance in the cosmos. The role of the Machi as a spiritual leader and healer remains significant in modern Mapuche communities. Machis conduct healing ceremonies that involve traditional practices, herbal remedies, and spiritual interventions. They may also serve as intermediaries between the living and the spiritual realm. Some Mapuche communities undertake spiritual pilgrimages to sacred sites, such as mountains, lakes, or ancient ceremonial grounds. Pilgrimages involve communal travel, rituals, and ceremonies at the destination to connect with the spiritual energies of the land. Mapuche cultural events and celebrations often incorporate spiritual elements, reinforcing a sense of identity and connection to ancestral beliefs. Traditional dances, music, and storytelling during events like the Huitripantu, Mapuche New Year, and other cultural festivals contribute to the preservation of spiritual traditions. In response to historical challenges and ongoing social issues, some Mapuche individuals engage in cultural activism to reclaim and revitalize their spiritual and religious practices. Efforts include language revitalization, cultural education, and the promotion of traditional ceremonies as vital components of Mapuche identity. These practices play a crucial role in fostering a sense of community, resilience, and connection to the ancestral wisdom that has sustained the Mapuche throughout their history. As we conclude our exploration of Latin American civilizations and their spiritual traditions, it's evident that these cultures have left an indelible mark on the region's identity. The Aztec, Inca, Maya, and Mapuche civilizations remind us of the enduring power of spiritual beliefs to shape societies, foster resilience, and create a sense of connection to the natural and supernatural realms. Thank you all for joining us on this captivating journey. We hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for the spiritual richness of Latin America. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and embrace the diverse tapestry of cultures that make our world so beautiful.